What's happening, y'all? So, as you can see, the sun is setting. And you know what I did? I sat here for the first time in probably a year and watched the sunset. Now, I know a lot of y'all ain't got the time to do simple things like that. But you should take the time to do simple things like that. Because even though there'll be another sunset tomorrow, you'll never see this sunset again. Every day is a little different. You'll never see this guy walking past the place where I'm filming because he doesn't walk past here every day at the same time doing the same step. You'll never see this woman pushing this cart at the same time in the same place when the sun is setting in the same area, because it doesn't work like that. Now, this is just something to think about, but tomorrow ain't promised. And when you can do it today, you probably should do it today. There goes one of them damn lawnmower cars. Anyway, you should really take the time to just sit back, take a deep breath, and just take in what's going on around you. No matter what's going on around you, you might not be in the greatest situation in the world, but things could be 50 times worse than what they are. So sometimes it's great just to take a breath and appreciate where you are in this world. Because you don't have to be there, and you don't have to be here either. I know things can get difficult sometimes. I know that. A lot of us are going through difficult times right now. This 2020 shit, it's only about to get a little bit more worse because winter is coming, and winter 2020, I ain't looking forward to, but a lot has happened this year. And if you survived this far, I'd just be grateful for that, because a lot of people didn't make it this year. A lot of people did not make it this year. And that's something to think about. So maybe tomorrow, if you get the chance, I don't know what your work schedule's like and all of that, but maybe you take time out to watch the sunset. Because tomorrow's sunset isn't going to be like today's sunset. It's going to be different. And every day forward, it'll be different. Because no 2 days are ever the same. No matter what you do. Anyway, just a thought. If you ain't told somebody you love them today, make sure you tell them you love them. And, yeah. Make sure you tell them you love them. One day I'll explain to y'all why I say that all the time. I know that, like, every video almost I say that, but, like, it's really important that you do that. How much time do I have on this phone? Maybe I'll explain it today. So, there's a few people that I never got the chance to say goodbye to, that I regret. And I think about every day that I never got the chance to say goodbye to. I never got the chance to tell them I love them, because I don't know, different times in my life, I was at different points in my life, and I just never told them that. My cousin Mo, if I would have known he was going to be gone ever, I would have told him I loved him every day, because he he was more than a best friend to me. And the funny thing is, I never knew it until he was gone. I never got the chance to tell him goodbye. I never got the chance to tell him I love him before he left. And then there was a girl once that I cared an awful lot about. And she ended up killing herself. I never got the chance to tell her I loved her. And I never got the chance to say goodbye to her. And it's probably my fault that she's gone. So that works on me every day. And every day that I think about her are the days that you hear me tell y'all, make sure you tell somebody you love them. My grandmother and my grandfather never told me how he really felt about me until a few months before he died. First he went crazy, then he died. But right before he went crazy is when he was in his right state of mind, is how he told me how he really felt about me. And at least I got the chance to have that conversation with him, but I never got the chance to say goodbye. And funny thing about him, he didn't have to be around. He didn't have to be there. He didn't have to be in my life. He was my step-grandfather. And he was there for me from the time I was born all the way up until the time I was, 35. I think he was 30. I thought it was 35 when he passed. It was a few years ago. And he didn't have to be there. He didn't have to do nothing. But he did. He did. He was more like a dad to me than my own dad. And yeah, never got the chance to tell him goodbye. But I did get the chance to tell him I love him. He was my best friend growing up. He's all I had growing up. Him and my other grandfather. They're all I had growing up. My two grandfathers. And then my grandmother, I never got the chance to tell her goodbye. I didn't think she was going to pass when she was in the hospital. She was a pretty tough woman. She was pretty tough. I don't know, I guess, you grow up with these people and then in your mind, they're never going to go nowhere, and they're just going to live forever, I guess. And then one day, one of them passes. And that's when you realize they're not going to be around forever. And that could be anybody, though. Like I said, my cousin Mo, he was 25 when he died. And I never thought that he would pass. He was, you talk about somebody who's tough, man. He was one of the toughest people I ever knew. And he's long gone now. I don't even have a grave to go to. So, make sure you tell somebody you love them. Very important thing. Very important thing. Because if you don't, they might not be here when you get the chance to tell them that you love them. Just a thought. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Probably gonna go pick up my camper over the weekend here. So stay tuned because it's gonna get interesting very, 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 very soon. If you like the videos, like the videos. If you don't like the videos, like them anyway, because sooner or later, I'm going to belch like I just did. And then you're going to appreciate the belch because I might not belch tomorrow. Make sure you like the videos. If you don't like the videos, like them anyway. Eventually, I'm going to say something that clicks sooner or later or something. I'll talk to y'all later. Make sure you tell somebody you love them today. Very important.